I've come to terms with what we are doing and how we're going to watch In the City. I'm now in the very last episode, of course, but
Good time.
what we're going to do is we're going to treat it like a beta testing. It's like a beta run of the show. It is a exercise in nobody knows how to be on a reality show, and so let's just like put them all together and let them go. I feel next it's going to return, and next season will be a lot better. I feel like.
Okay. All right. I thought you were going to say this is like a beta test for people on how to be people. Like, you know, because like they seem like this is their first time ever stepping into the world a lot of the time.
So this is the thing. Hello, everyone. This is Bottega Pinot Grigio. This is our season finale of In the City, Season 1, Episode 9, Cider and Squabbles. I'm Sunday, pop culture professor, expert on all things first season reality shows. Emphasis on the self-proclaimed.
There you go. And I'm Emily, Sunday, the trusted sidekick.
We do it every time, Emily.
Every week.
We do it every time.
One of these days, I'm going to like write something down and stick with it. But that's not today.
No, not today, because we are wrapping up and it does feel fun. But this show is made up of two kinds of two buckets.
Uh-huh.
One bucket is the people who know how to reality TV and who have been on reality TV before. And the other bucket are freshmen and newbies. And one set of people is working towards one end, and the other set of people is working towards another end. And it did not gel very well.
No.
But I think, especially with all of these pregnant ladies, Andrea and Alexi, Danielle and Owen, Yvonne and Nick, when we come back around, when we see these folks next fall, I guess, they're going to be singing a very different tune.
That's going to be a rough situation for Whitney to be thrown into the middle of, you know.
Whitney's not a real person. She's an AI simulation. This poor girl, she's so out of her depth.
Okay, so audience, I literally texted 10 minutes into this show and said, I hope Whitney has her affairs in order. Because if you are coming after Lindsay Hubbard on TV and like you're coming after her, like specifically like how she perceives that you're coming after her as a mama, dear fucking Lord.
And look, folks tried to warn her.
Run.
Tried to warn her. And she did not heed that warning. She doubled down.
Cut her throat.
Even Danielle was like, oh, I thought we were like saying sorry and having amends. Yeah. I didn't know we were going to bring the nanny into it at all. And so, but you know, that's what I'm saying. Whitney is in the bucket of never been on a reality TV show before.
I feel like though, I do have to take some offense. I feel like everybody ganged up on Whitney. That kitchen scene where she literally says a thing. And Lindsay goes, well, what I said was the exact same thing.
Right.
And Whitney goes, right. So that's exactly what I just said. And then Lindsay tries to back up and like, well, I didn't say mom card. And she was like, but no, you just called it the mom card. Like,
neither one of these folks were articulating themselves very well.
Like Lexi and Georgina just all of a sudden were like, yeah, let's just jump on Whitney, you know? And I was like, all right, calm down. We all can tell that poor Whitney is like majorly outgunned here. Okay?
I did say it felt like everybody was punching down after a while. Because what happened is Whitney thought she was getting called up to the big show. Okay. She's been in AAA this whole time. And she gets this call. She's like, okay.
Just randomly uses
I'm ready. Yeah, I know. She's like, I'm ready. Right. She gets in the box. And like, not only does she strike out, but the pitcher hits her in the face and the umpire throws her out for getting hit in the face. Like she did not understand what she was doing. And to her credit, as a human being in the world, she did back down and say, I'm sorry. But she's never going to outlive that fucking shit. That when she like bent the knee and acquiesced immediately, she'll never live that down. And she will always be in the hierarchy of this show. She will always be under Lindsay. And if she knew better, she'd have dug her heels in and went harder because like Amanda. like Amanda having this panic attack. And then when Kyle starts CJing, she goes to bed. And like,
did she go to bed though? I'm putting a $5 on that she went up to go FaceTime West.
Yeah, for sure. But she doubled down on it, right? Like she decided this is who I'm going to be in this show. This is the part I'm going to play. And listen, Whitney, if you want to come for Lindsay, okay, great. Toughen up. Okay. So a lot has happened this particular season. They did this whole big list of like what's happened this whole season. Some of it did not even get addressed. Namely, like obviously Lindsay's a mom. Danielle's a homewrecker per the blogs. Kyle comes home at 4:30 a.m. the night before therapy. Why do we need that in this season? Like,
right.
That never got addressed. Whitney and Kenny, which I feel like this is Bravo right here. Whitney and Kenny live together, but he has concerns. I think even the Bravo editors are like, get out, girl, get out. Nick married Yvonne twice. Everybody turned their reception into whatever, and there was room drama.
Red wedding.
Yeah. So there was room drama, which this whole business about the room, this is standard housewives shit. Room fights can be fodder for a lot of really classic stuff. But what's happened is, speaking of hierarchy, Lindsay, as a person who has the seniority, she claimed it. And as these other people, they were like, oh, we're the couple. So it was like Lindsay and her mom group versus the newbies and their room group. And they were outmatched. And that's what I'm saying. We're watching in real time this show work its bugs out. Like, I bet the reunion, which not for Whitney. I don't know. I think Whitney's a real milquetoast. But I bet a lot of people say a lot of things at the reunion that they wish they could have said during the regular season, because they were so in their head about the cameras being around or whatever. So now they've seen themselves. And so they have got their replies in their head and they're coming full on. Also, I don't want to talk one more goddamn minute about Wes and Amanda. Like,
oh my God, yes. Right?
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
Like this, like where it just inexplicably all of a sudden is like, Amanda and Kyle are like hugging goodbye. And then all of a sudden Bravo takes us through 6 months of headlines in like 0.5 seconds.
But we've already seen that. They retreaded all of those headlines.
The only thing that was new is that Amanda Kyle conversation, we did not see all of that footage.
Right.
Okay.
And
so there were a few things in that, and I don't know though, are they trying to give us like sympathy now towards Amanda, where she's like, I mean, I just feel like I can't even leave my house. People are going to scream in my face.
I don't know.
Really,
let's talk.
Carl?
Let's get through the episode through this, because I have some feelings about that too. So let's get through the episode and then we can kind of like really get into that. I think the main thing that we understand the morning after that, very, very fallible dinner is that Andrea wakes up fly. This man wakes up looking like a Gucci ad.
I mean, at a tablescape, he stood in man panties. Like, damn, lovely. To have zero personality or anything going on behind the eyes. How did you land like?
Emily, all I was thinking though, because I watched Below Deck, and part of the Below Deck, canon is the guests request different kinds of themed nights. And so the stewardesses or the stews have to create a tablescape based on the theme, right? So they have to order it. And all I'm thinking is, thank goodness that house had that fall themed table attire for him to do it. Because if not, what would this man would have worked with? I mean, they had the leaves and the candles, and it was wild.
Fall themed decor.
Yeah. But I mean, thank goodness, because, and he is a real plain bagel, but he's so handsome. It's like, and he's fairly unproblematic. So we'll allow it.
Yeah. Walked in and said, you talking about me?
Nope. Not talking about you. Talking about In the City.
You are handsome though, but
yes,
definitely not talking about you.
I don't know. How do you do on a tablescape? That's really the question at hand here.
He's like, what?
Yeah. So
probably do a tablescape.
Yeah, he could probably feel his way through it for sure.
for sure.
But the boys had s'mores and told horror stories. Cute. Cute. Love it. Apparently, Whitney hates women friends. She hates having women friends. She's like, ugh, these women, they're so mean to me.
Well, they are. She's not
But
wrong.
she asked for it. Like, I can't put my thumb.
You just very much dislike her.
I do, and I cannot
She's grown on me a little. I have
put my finger on what it is that is so off-putting about her. And okay, so you know how I always complain about well, yes, that too, that compounds it. You know how I always complain about my dog, how she's just so thirsty, and, like, when anybody comes over, she's just, like, begging for it, and she, like, rolls on her belly, and I was like, "Please," and just the desperation is so off-putting, and I'm always like, "Goldie, like, have some self-respect." That is how I'm feeling. Yes. Whitney is like, "Girl." And she's also very, very male-centered. She's also kind of brainwashed by the patriarchy. And Georgina leaving that fire talking about y'all hate women. I don't believe that to be true. I believe it's true about Kenny. But that was.
I don't believe it about Whitney. And honestly, I felt kind of sorry for her because I think she was all of a sudden like, where the fuck did that come from?
And that is going to be a meme for the rest of her life. Georgina screaming, y'all, I think y'all hate women. It was very unfair. But she is fairly male-centered, and she is fairly sort of like brainwashed. Like this whole idea that she's talking about Lindsay's nanny and she needs to like check her privilege. Girl, like that is a little beyond the pale. And it's
a glass house, maybe be careful.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like a person who, takes psychology 101 and then starts diagnosing all of their friends all around. Like she doesn't know what she doesn't know yet. And that's what it is and I can't put my finger on it, but they're all shopping and they're going like food shopping. Then they're going to go apple picking and they're going to volunteer. Don't take me on a vacation with this many fucking activities. Like this is too much. They did paintball. They had to cook their own dinner.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. I don't want to.
I know. I don't mind cooking dinner on vacation if it's a nice fancy kitchen and we get to do and if there's friends and stuff. But I don't want to go on vacation and then have to prep all of my own meals, and have to go do the grocery shopping for it too. Like they don't have fucking Instacart up there. Come on.
And paintball and apple picking.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Like enough's enough.
Cute, but
yes. If I'm going to apple pick, that should be the only thing I do that day.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But I really love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my very favorite time. I am not super hype on Christmas. I'm a little bit of a bah humbug about Christmas.
Christmas is my very favorite, but I do love Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, what's your favorite thing to eat at Thanksgiving?
The dressing.
Yeah. So how do you make yours? Do you make it in a pan with cornbread or do you make it my favorite is deviled eggs, hands down. I have to make 2 batches because I eat all of them before everybody gets here. And then my family is super happy about that the rest of the weekend.
And somebody does not like sweet potatoes.
No, sweet potatoes are yuck. I don't need sweet for dinner. That's confusing to my senses.
I feel like every Thanksgiving potluck, you have ended up bringing sweet potatoes.
No.
You brought them to my house at least twice. Because I can remember both times you being like, I don't know what they taste like, but here they are.
I don't know. Maybe once, but I just definitely, and I'm definitely not putting marshmallows on them. That's heresy. Like, come on. Save it for dessert.
I like marshmallows, pecans.
But there's really nothing happening throughout this entire episode. I mean, Kyle's gut is still fighting for its life. He's like, hey, is matcha good for your gut? Sir, just go home and relax, okay? Like, stop eating all this food. I don't know. But nothing really happens. So, Amanda's a bitch to Kyle. Duh. Danielle confronts Whitney, and Danielle tries to warn her, man. She's like, girl, this ain't it. This ain't it. And then Amanda recounts her trials and tribulations of her panic attack the night before.
All the way
She felt it in her body and her stomach was hurting and she was shaking. And I feel like Amanda eats sympathy like Pennywise eats like fear. Like the more sympathy she can get, the more fortified she is. right? Like she's just so she performs this victimhood in a way that like grows stronger. And you've been on the internet as much as I've had this week.
Yeah.
So here's a rundown of all of the Amanda related scandals. She may or may not be pregnant. I'm reluctant to believe that. That picture was a little crazy. West definitely cheated on her with Brianna Chicken Fry. I say definitely. That's what the rumor is. I don't know if it should be true or not.
Wow, that is shocking and brand new information that West TV would cheat on somebody.
Yes, and this past weekend, all of the Summer House folks headed to the Hamptons to film, except for our friends Amanda and West. And
congratulations, Bravo. I might be able to watch next season of Summer.
Yeah. I wonder, do you think it's galling them that the show they didn't even hire any new people. They didn't, like, it's the exact same cast as last summer, except for the ghost we know is Bailey. No. What's her name?
No, something else.
The one that we only Bailey can see.
Bailey's imaginary friend.
Yeah. So she's not coming back. And Amanda and West.
I remember her names.
It's good call, Bravo.
I thought that we heard that there were supposed to be a couple of new girls on there, though.
I think that they are not full-time cast members. Like, all of the folks are like set in. Do you think Amanda is galled about it? Especially after we see this conversation at the end with Kyle about how I can't even walk down the street. I just want to have dinner. Do you think that she's upset about not being invited back?
Yeah, of course she is.
I don't know.
Little pity party. That's her favorite.
She is.
It's her favorite kind of party.
Yes. Yeah. And we're all invited. We're all non-consensually forced to go.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. Amanda is so fragile. And because she's been such a darling to the audience, I would not be surprised if this woman just went away and started working, like, you know, as the framer at a Hobby Lobby somewhere in bumfuck New Jersey.
I never want to see her on a show again. I am done. I'm done with Amanda.
Well, it looks like she's awake and alive for in the city reunion. You know, like, I mean, she's interacting. So, and
which is more than we can say for the Summer House one.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I had something I was going to say, and then
about Hobby Lobby and doing the working for the framer at Hobby Lobby.
Maybe it was about Amanda. Damn it! Oh well.
I mean, and there's like all this. There's more about the folks who hate moms and the folks who love moms. And they're back and forth. They take separate cars and all of this. It's not even worth saying, but it did feel like a gang up, a little bit of a gang up. And that's what makes me kind of feel sorry, because it's like, I say this sometimes when me and Carla are fighting because she's so sweet. It's like they're holding a kitten underwater.
Yeah.
This woman doesn't have the teeth to fight back to y'all. Calm down.
A puppy. Like, stop. You know? I mean, this is stop. She's not on the same level, you know, with y'all.
Well, also, you know,
Gavin, damn, stirring the fuck.
I was about to just talk about him. Yeah. I was just about to talk to Gavin.
God. Can you just admit your, like, you know, feelings for Kenny and just get it all out in the open and make him choose between?
Later on, I wrote, Kenny pulls his best friend / favorite bottom for a chat.
Right.
But this is another one too, that Gavin was kind of outmatched. I think that he had it in his mind that he was going to perform one particular persona. He was going to be the instigator, going to be the shit stirrer. And he was off rhythm the entire time. It was always one beat too late. He never got any traction for it. And then when confronted, he immediately dissolves into tears and just asks Kenny, "Can he please hold me?"
Yeah.
Hold me.
My immediate thought was, I was like, oh, Gavin, you don't have the stones to be like the gator guy. Like, obviously. I mean, and he doesn't have the grit, you know.
Say what you want about Kenny. He has a presence on screen. And
he does. And you know, I mean, that whole conversation right there, I don't know. I'm starting to have maybe some slight thawing towards Kenny.
Me too. And
I am interested in whether he and Whitney really accidentally got married in Peru.
Rolls eyes forever. This man would be broken out in halves from the bottom of his feet all the way up to his ears if they were really gotten married. But here's the thing. Every reality show needs someone to hate. That is just, if there's no tension, if there's no conflict, nobody's invested. And the fact that he presents as this like suave person, but also very articulate, but also too fairly conniving, but also kind of personable makes him the best villain. When after all it was over and they were all getting their food and Lindsay says, "Do you like dark meat?" And he was like, "Hey, hey, hey."
No, she
Ease
said,
up.
She's like, "I like dark meat." And
Yeah.
like, take it easy. Take it easy. Her laugh.
That's funny.
Her flirtatious. Like she was
I agree.
She was actually really like attracted to him in that moment. And I actually can understand it because like, we do like a sense of humor can be very charming.
And
so
there's something about him, how he is just so nonplussed with is both infuriating and also very interesting.
Yeah.
Right? Because like no woman wants a man who's stomping around like Kyle, like flipping tables and, shoving Doritos in his mouth and eating watermelon. Like nobody wants that. Right. But also nobody wants this little like milk toast, like, "Look, guess we got married twice," like Nick. Kenny is kind of a good mix of it, and we can dump our hate on him. He is fairly misogynistic, I think.
He's still pretty hateable, yeah.
But I would vote for him to come back, which we're going to talk about our hopes, dreams, and wishes at the end. So I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't invite me to a Friendsgiving on a weekend in beautiful Connecticut and then be like, "Hey, get to work." Like, I don't want it. Fuck that. And also, too, obviously, it's freezing cold. So you're going to be freeze my tits off all day picking dumb fucking apples. And then I got to come in here and mash potatoes in my beanie? No, you're fired. I'm taking an Uber home. Like, I don't want none of that fucking shit, But at least we had a beautiful tablescape.
Yeah.
Also, Amanda is a little out of her depth. She does not know how to act when she doesn't have this gaggle of women propping her up, when she doesn't have Kyle as her main antagonist. She doesn't do she's in the other room doing a puzzle, which same girl, but that's not good reality TV.
No.
She's in the other room doing a fucking puzzle trying to find the edges while all of this stuff is going on. And so Amanda without Kyle is not anything. It's just like a lump on a log.
Yeah, no, it's not interesting. We may have kind of gone past, have we gone past like the dinner when everyone's sitting at the table?
We're jumping around, girl. We're just having it all. Tell me where you're at. Tell me where you're at.
No, I was just going to say like, leave it to Danielle to make it weird, like immediately after they sit down.
She's so weird.
But then I also wrote, holy shit, Lindsay actually apologized to Danielle and Owen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it.
Are we in the upside down? Like Lindsay apologized in front of everybody. I think that's, does she?
Yeah. Call her. I think it speaks to the history of her and Danielle too. Yeah. I think that, and Lindsay is so savvy.
It's so nice to see you, like, to Danielle, like, she's like, you are obviously so happy and you feel safe with him. And like,
that was what got me. I was like, oh, what a sweet thing to say. Not, "Hey, I endorse this." Oh, hey, he's a good guy. But sort of acknowledging what Danielle is feeling for him. That was a really smart move. And I think Lindsay is a PR professional. That's her background. Yeah. She knows how far she can go and when she needs to reel it back in. And staying on Danielle's neck is not good PR for her. It's just not. Because Danielle is weird as fuck. Like, Danielle is the kind of girl that, like, at a party, she's sitting in the corner, like, having a conversation with your dog. Like, she is a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, in the group chat, her bubbles are green. Like, girl, you're not it. You're not it. And I just find her scrambling. Yeah. She's like scrambling to figure out how to be. And like the best part of her season is when she said, "Bitch, I sent you a picture." She immediately backed off of it to Yvonne.
Yeah.
But that could have been a like mic drop, memeable moment, but she immediately backed off of it.
Yeah. Well,
there's really not much here. Like, that's what I'm really sort of like struggling to talk about it. Like, we talked about the room fights, and the reason that this room fight is going so circular is because it is the faction of like the seniors and the freshmen.
yeah.
Right? Lindsay.
Yeah, you're right. Like
Yeah.
ones that like know how to be on a show or have been
Mhm.
on a show before, and then the ones who have no idea what they're doing yet. But here's my thing about that though. I would actually really I feel like I would like to see something kind of in between those two. Like because some of
Say
these
more.
things I'm seeing from like Lindsay in particular, but also like Amanda and even Kyle sometimes, although I don't think his is like done as purposefully as Lindsay and Amanda. But it's
Yeah.
like sometimes I feel like a lot of like what they say and do and their reactions are almost just created
Mhm.
for television. It's not like a genuine. But then you've got like, the Bambis over here, like Whitney,
Mhm.
who's just like wearing her heart on her sleeve, saying anything
Yes.
comes to her mind without filtering it first. And you're kind of like, I kind of be like, okay, you're being too naive, but you're being too performative. Like, I would
Yes.
be a bit more in the
Yeah.
middle where there's a little bit more genuine back and forth between people where it's not so premeditated for the camera.
Yes, and I think the difference is so glaring, and that's why the
Yeah.
show feels so disjointed, right? Because the experience level is just so different. Because like, we weren't having these kinds of conversations about Kyle. We weren't having these kinds of conversations about Kyle and Amanda when we watched Summer House. I mean, Kyle and Lindsay when we watched Summer House, right? Because everybody was sort of on the same playing field as experience. But
That's what I was gonna say.
comparatively.
This one's kind of like a 50-50. Like,
Mhm.
it feels like about half of them have either had experience or know what to do, and then half of them are just, like, dumb as fuck, and so it
Yes.
makes it more so I think maybe yeah, like, Summer House, it seems like everybody other than, like, Bailey's imaginary friend understood how to be on a show.
Is her name Bailey? What is her name? Was she real? Did we imagine her into life? Like,
Like,
I don't.
Lexi
Okay.
or Levi or, like
Levi. That's what it is. It was Levi. Oh,
I don't
Emily
like
pulling that out of your ear. Levi was right. Levi's right. Levi's right. Yeah, for sure. Poor old Levi. Man, she thought this was her big break. Like, she's not having it. Um, but the difference is when we see these people performing in this like big Shakespearean play, and then we see the people who are in community theater, we can't figure out where to like rest our eyes. And so
Yeah.
it doesn't feel authentic at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah. And I don't know.
It's very
Kyle,
performative.
yes. And like Kyle, I'll give you an example of this. Kyle walking around with that turkey leg, talking about gourds, 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 gourds. Okay, so that was like a sort of a throwaway nothing moment, but because nobody else understands what he's doing, like he doesn't know how to not be the center of attention. He is just sort of like, "Mommy, look at me, look at me, look at me." But everybody's like, "God, what's wrong with you?" And so the glaring reaction makes it so self-conscious. But like in any other season of Summer House, I'd be like, "Oh, well, look at Kyle over here with the turkey leg." And it's like it's in such relief with what we're doing and what we understand. And, I don't know. I also get a sense that Whitney, aside from her naivete, and so that's a hard word for me, naivete.
Naive naivete.
Okay. I don't perceive that she's well liked.
No, it does not seem that way.
It does not seem like she's well liked.
I think and that somebody sort of alluded to it on this show. I think what happened is that I guess maybe she told this group of nosy Nellies to, like, stay out of her relationship,
How dare you, girl? Then tear that contract up. Because what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, because like there was some comment on this week's episode where they said something about like, yeah, when you asked us to stop talking about your relationship, we did, or whatever. Like we stopped talking to you about your relationship or whatever. Like, because I guess she felt like they were like getting too in the middle. And I just have a feeling that did not, I mean, that went over like a fart in church.
Yes. And like, that's literally
tell them to stay out of your relationship or just not give you feedback on your relationship.
That is another example.
Like,
yes, that's another example of like Broadway versus 10th grade drama class. Yes. And it's like, whenever Lindsay was like, I was physically ill when you said that about the mom card. And like, she's just got this huge thing. And then Whitney's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. You're right. Like, it's just so different. And so what show are we watching? Are we watching
the reactions are so
yes. And Kyle just walk around with that turkey leg and everybody being super mean to him. And also too, Amanda saying, why are you like this? Girl, shut up.
Right. You've been with him for 10 years. Like,
look though, I'd like to run down the list of things that Gavin has been mean about Kenny in front of everybody. Okay. Number 1, he hates dogs.
Which is not funny. Like, if you hate dogs, that is not funny. What's wrong?
Nobody hates dogs. Okay. Right. Number 2.
And, like, that's so funny.
Number 2, he's a fuckboy / playboy. Now, this is all things that Gavin has said out loud in front of his girlfriend. Number 3, your girlfriend's boring. Number 4, we share clothes. I added that one. I was paraphrasing. And Gavin immediately gets offensive because I don't think he understood that Kenny would be processing it in a real way. Because like I said, Gavin is performing, look at me. And right. Kenny's like, hey man, why are you saying I'm boring on TV? Because y'all dined out on boring for 4 episodes.
Right.
And it's like, what do you want us, how do you want us to process this show, Bravo? And I have a feeling we're going to get a whole new engine on season 2. I think it's going to be a whole different role. I think that it's going to shift a little bit from, hey, look at these young, hot, cool singles in the city to look at these parents trying to keep their head above water is what I think it's going to be.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know if I do.
I know, right? Yes, but our children are much older. You don't think you want to see Andrea trying to get up and make a bottle at 3 a.m.? I do.
No, I don't think I want to relive that trauma.
Fair enough. That's why I can't watch Love on the Spectrum. Everybody's like, oh, so Cindy, watch Love on the Spectrum. It's so sweet. It's so poignant. I'm like, you know what? I can go 2 rooms over in my house and get berated by a person on the autism spectrum. Okay. I do not need to log into Netflix to see people be mean to each other. Like, I'm all set. Right. But also, I cannot move on from this particular section. Oh, I already said that Kenny goes soft, Gavin cries. I already said that, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
He just wants to feel supported. But I want to talk about Amanda's roux. That shit look like grits. Why does Amanda's roux look like cheese grits? They don't do roux in New Jersey? They don't make a roux in New Jersey?
Probably not. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, yeah, that was definitely broken. But the next one went okay. Like, she wasn't stirring it nonstop. So
yeah, she put too much flour in it. She didn't have enough butter, and it looked like you could have taken it.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like you could have taken it and patted it into a snowball of cheese grits and like tossed it across the thing. It was real bad, and I'm holding that against her. I am holding that roux against her. But also, you ever been to a Friendsgiving where there was a DJ?
Oh my God. I was like, just looking at that comment, like, did we talk about Kyle DJing? I mean, like I get it. You are a DJ. I mean,
fairly successful DJ.
I don't know. Like, my boyfriend's in a band. And so every chance that I have the opportunity to have them play at a party, I do. So am I on the same as Kyle? I don't know. But
let's play it out.
Like an unch DJ, like
not an unch. Well, Emily, let's play it out.
Like, so 7 people feels a little over.
There it is. That's what it is. Because I was going to say,
why were the lights on the whole time they were dancing? How are they dancing?
and with the lights on.
In full overhead lighting.
Yeah. I was going to say, so your partner played a party at your house on New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah.
Lights were down. That is the first and foremost. It was New Year's Eve. There were many, many people. It wasn't the 9 of us standing in a half circle looking at him dead in the eye while he played. Because that's what was happening. Kyle was up there, still with his Friendsgiving jacket on, talking about, okay, party people, it's Friendsgiving. And there's 4 people in front of him.
And did you notice that Georgina had changed into like long john pajamas for the dance party?
She's my kind of girl. I did not notice it, but that feels on brand for Georgina.
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. I swear.
No, that feels right. Because also, I've been saying this about Love Island too. Y'all are saying at this house, why do I got to get up, get ready in my casual outfit, go back upstairs at like 5 o'clock, get ready for my nighttime? Can I just like hang around in my leggings all day?
Yeah.
You know, because Love Island, they have to get ready. And that's what these folks in the city did. They got ready for their apple picking stuff and they went home and they got dressed for dinner with Lindsay with her like
mid-trip sequined.
What do you call the stuff that you put on the tree? Like when we were kids. Yes. And it had like the tinsel on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
It did kind of look like tinsel. That's a good description.
But
I don't know.
You got to.
I love to dress up for a dinner.
Me too.
Occasion or something, you know. But yeah, like I agree. I mean, this feels like a lot of work, but I guess they are on TV. So
yeah, and it is too. And they're trying to like elevate the occasion.
Yeah.
But you got to admire Kyle. He commits to the bit. This motherfucker commits. He's like, okay, like whatever switch he flips. Okay, I'm in DJ mode. He's out there. He's like, whoa. His hands are up and he's like getting the crowd involved. Meanwhile, Sourpuss Amanda going to bed, just shuffling down the hallway. Like, okay, we get it. You hate everything. We get it.
Amanda, where are you going? I'm leaving. All right, fuck off.
Like, I mean, exactly. Also,
Kyle, if he had any Enya.
Emily.
Like I was like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
Personality? Is this the first time we're
okay? Like, I was about to say, Emily, I have a gun to your head. Name 3 things about Nick. Name 3 things that you know about Nick or about his personality.
He married this woman twice.
Nope, not a personality trait. That is a thing that happened.
That's all I got.
We do not know anything about any of these people.
He makes furniture.
Oh, okay. It's still also a thing he does, not a personality.
I don't actually think it, though. I think he
resells it. That's right. Yeah. So this show, Bravo, is asking us to really
king of this show. Like,
yeah. Except with way less personality, right?
Right. Obviously, way less personality. But like, nobody knows his job or like anything like actual details.
Yeah, and he's just out here to support his lovely, neurotic brunette wife. The next morning, everybody's hungover. And I do appreciate it when they show... Yeah, because she went to bed at 9:45.
This is the earliest she's ever been up in the entire time Kyle has known her. So she could do her puzzle.
They continue to clown each other in a way that it's like, obviously y'all should be divorced. Like, why are you still trying to act like y'all even care about each other? Because Amanda's like, ugh, I roll. Kyle's DJing. And then Kyle's like, yeah, sounds right that Amanda went to bed at 9 o'clock. Like, they're just insulting each other back and forth behind each other's back.
They hate each other.
They do. They hate each other.
Also, can I bounce to another part that's Amanda Kyle related real quick?
Yeah.
Sunday, you have some ex-spouses in your life?
I do have some. Yes, I have more than one.
Ever asked any of them to go on a double date out to dinner with you and the person you cheated on them with?
So,
allegedly.
Well, no, I'll go ahead and say I did ask,
just to go. I mean, on a double date, all like
no. The closest I got was I asked Ethan's dad if Carla could sell his house. That was the closest I got.
I mean, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
tool for a watch, like the links.
I don't know, but those little screwdrivers I gave you for Christmas might work. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So no, not. I think she thinks she's funny. How long do you think that they sat there and talked on that end scene on that couch right there?
I don't know. It's hard to say because we've seen several snippets from that conversation over different episodes in different places. So,
well, because
it
it starts out Kyle being really mad, and then he gets really emotional, and then they end up ha 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 laughing, hee hee ha ha, about Kyle with Sally Carson or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, if y'all watch Southern Charm, if you know about Sally. Like, okay, like that's all I'm gonna say about it. But it seems like we went through a real journey in those 4 minutes of
so
time.
Probably there for a while to get through.
Yeah. Because the dog fell asleep, and and I'm having a hard time not seeing Kyle in the hot tub with Stassi Schroeder and her Steve Jobs bathing suit. And I'm like, because he was just,
white turtleneck bathing
yeah.
suit.
And he was like, yeah, I think Saucy likes me. And,
Sassy,
Frosty,
what's
yeah. And that Kyle reconciling it with the overdosing of Metamucil on this series. It's like, I'm having, my mind is really reeling. It's reeling.
Hot tub Kyle knew that in 10 years he'd be on TV talking about his anal fissure,
like I said, the man commits to a bit.
He has range as an actor, let's just say.
Yeah. Well, I'm putting actor in quotes there, ma'am. Okay, we'll call it persona. Like I said earlier, they go from, so this episode wrapped in the end of November. Right. So we drop in January when Kyle and Amanda release their statement. We drop in April where so when they had that conversation.
Well, first it was March with Kyle on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was like, no.
About her and West. It was like, absolutely not. And then cut to 2 days later where it's their relationship.
And then the conversation.
Then it goes to
June, yeah. And I want us to all sort of meditate on this particular point that Kyle made where he says, you left me for a man that rages 3 times harder than I do.
It's a fair statement, probably.
It is fair. It is very fair. Yeah. And Amanda, we've seen her out at the West Village bars. We've seen her at the Yankees games. We've seen her out and about. All Kyle wanted from this woman was for her to leave the apartment.
Yeah.
And I watched a TikTok psychologist, as I am wont to do, sort of dissecting the episode where we saw Amanda's mess in Kyle's apartment. And she's like, she doesn't diagnose him. She's not Amanda's therapist or whatever. But she's like, listen, if I was Amanda's therapist, these are the things I would look out for. Number 1, ADHD. Obviously, we know the doom piles by this. 2, severe depression. Yeah. And Amanda alluded to that, which I also think she fucking weaponizes this helplessness. She weaponizes the threat of plunging back into a darkness. And Kyle, even in these last moments, this man is still saving her. Still in that moment where she is telling him about fucking his friend, and he is still rushing to her aid because she's talking about she can't walk outside, she can't this, she can't that, she can't this.
Yeah, I think Kyle likes a damsel in distress kind of situation. I think
cut to Sally Carson. Yeah. And he talks about he's not proud of how he acted. This is important, especially when we see the reunion, because Amanda has been telling anybody who will fucking listen that Kyle fucked somebody while they were married. Now, there is no substantiated evidence to this.
I have to say, I think Kyle is putting too much blame on himself, the way that he's talking about. Like to me, now
I don't know about too much.
Okay. But he was really, especially in this conversation, it felt like he was really shouldering a lot of the burden, of the breakup. And I want to be like, okay, I mean, yes, you definitely did.
He does that though.
Your marriage, but I don't know. It felt like he was taking
Emily,
too much.
he does that for her, right? I know it sort of seems counterintuitive because he'll yell at her and fuck you and blah, 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 blah. But he does that. He cops to everything. Like, even in that scene where he was like, I'm not really proud of how I acted. And I know it wasn't one thing that added to the demise, but he is still sort of like absorbing the entire responsibility of the demise. And then she turns the victim dial up again. She's like, well, I guess Loverboy is doing okay now because everybody hates me. I guess Loverboy is saved because everybody is buying Loverboy. Still have not gotten my Loverboy. Hello. Just saying, where's my limoncello, Loverboy?
Yeah.
And she dials it up in a way that keeps him in that space of always being apologetic, always feeling like he has done something wrong to her. And he is never, I don't think he'll ever, maybe he'll get more therapy, but he'll never understand that they are equally as to blame. Right. I don't think he'll ever see that. I think that he will always feel like it's his fault and she reacted to his fault.
Yeah.
Well, and also too, I mean, she was obviously joking about them double dating with West and Sally Carson, but I think she really did want to go to dinner with him that night because she knows he'll protect her. She knows that he's a safe place. And I think she sort of threw that in that double date kind of at the last minute. But, and then we get this whole, like, where are they now? This is June 2026.
Pregnant. They're just all pregnant.
Everybody's pregnant. Except for Kenny, and he's real scared they might actually be married.
Yeah.
He's real scared.
Georgina's ready to accidentally get married on vacation.
Yeah, that's happened to me multiple times. That is quite literally why I've been married 3 times, Emily. Like, obviously. I just go.
Call man and make sure we have an accident.
You better damn call the freaking courthouse and see. Georgina is ready to date. Also, too, bravo if you're listening to me. Give this woman a show in which we watch her date. When we watch Georgina date,
I'm annoyed by her now.
Tell me more. What? We love her.
No,
is it that you hate women comment?
Yeah, I think it was like. I mean, yeah, I do think that Kenny probably does low-key hate women, but I don't think that Whitney does. And it felt like a very, like, don't take something that's an actual real issue and is, like, omnipresent in our world right now.
Yeah.
And, like, weaponize that for your own.
And it belittles it a little, too, yeah.
I felt like this episode and the last episode, it really started like to hit home to me that she's doing a lot of shit just to try to keep herself relevant in the show.
That's a good point. I think that's a fairly good point.
Like, honestly, if she didn't make kind of like bitchy comments or like kind of insert herself into like some of these little like situations and try to stir on it, she's kind of like the Gavin, to tell you the truth. Like she's
the Lady Gavin. Yeah.
She's like a pot stirrer. And I would say that she would have even been like that, like Lindsay's imaginary friend, like whoever that chick on Summer House is to Bailey is
Lexi. Levi is the imaginary friend.
If Georgina hadn't like kind of like tried to stir up the drama a little bit.
Yeah. And I agree with you that y'all hate women comment. This is how I am processing it. So Kenny has almost like absorbed Whitney as a personality, as a person, or whatever. And I think that Georgina was probably aiming it at Kenny and probably hasn't even thought two minutes about Whitney. She probably couldn't tell you Whitney's first name if you put a gun to her head. So I think it was maybe, yeah, I don't know.
I think she is targeting Whitney with it because they were ganging up on Whitney about the whole single mom's comment, because thing started from was Whitney making
that's a
accurate comment that, Lindsay and Georgina
allegedly accurate.
The single mom. Well, Lindsay even admitted it.
But, it is a real niche choice in 2026 for Georgina to say some shit like that to another woman. That is a niche choice, to quote our friend Kenny.
Right. That's what I'm saying is that that was my issue. I mean, I was already like kind of like having some issues with Georgina, and then like that really like pushed me over to.
That's disappointing, man, because we really liked her. We had high hopes for her.
I had really high hopes for her. And if there's a second season of this and, I lose my mind and agree to watch it.
We're doing it. Come on. You're in. You're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. Fuck off. Shut up. Besides, we have to
fired from this podcast.
You're never getting fired. You're never getting rid of me, girl. But we have to watch Andrea be a daddy girl.
Oh my God, yeah. I was like, oh, I don't feel like that's what you were trying to say there.
He wasn't. Also, too, this idea of like girl dad, boy mom is so weird and gross to me. Like, both of us have sons.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever referred to myself as a boy mom. Like, I am a mom to a boy, and there are some things that I have to just like, process, like farts and dirty shower mats and stiff sheets and, side hugs when I need a full one. But like, I just don't know if I've ever referred to myself as a boy mom.
And all the spoons ending up in their bedroom.
It's forks for me. It is forks for me. I've had to buy forks twice in the last year. Emily, will they just throw them away like fucking savages?
Like, I found one in the top of a closet last week. So
the sink is right there. No, I find them in the garbage can because I think Ethan just like dumps it in there. It's like the sink is 1 foot from the garbage. Just put. I'm not going to go hard about the garbage because I've had to buy forks twice.
So I have referred to myself as a boy mom before because, like I've talked about the difference in, but I mean as like a boy mom versus a girl mom, just like, having boys is just, you do.
Oh yeah.
Little bit differently. Just the things the experiences that you have are just a little different, and I say that especially after having, last year I had my toddler niece come live with us for a year. So like
that's right.
I got the opportunity to be a girl mom and realized real quickly to be a boy mom,
But the phrase boy mom has taken on so much cultural weight right now. Like those moms who are like taking pictures where they're like, piggybacked on their son's football in their football picture. And like, they're telling their son's girlfriends that you'll never be able to compare to me. Like that is the boy mom culture now. I think that because you're not as
do that.
Just kidding. You would never, girl. You would never. You're not as chronically online as I am, but there is this discourse about how there's such a toxic boy mom. Like you're ruining. Boy mom culture is ruining every man for their future female spouse, right? Like telling them that, you are the king of the world and no woman will ever be able to love you like I do. It's a fairly toxic situation.
So don't do that, you're saying?
Emily, shut up. You know you're not. But anyway, all of that to say that Andrea is going to be a daddy girl. And again, Danielle's pregnant too.
Yeah.
We get some scenes from the reunion. Who gives a shit? Dumb shit about the dress. Dumb shit about West.
It looks like they're on the Watch What Happens live set. Like
they are.
Did Bravo not spring for a reunion set for this show?
That's a burn. They did not. That is a burn. So if we get a second season, I think we'll be real lucky. Emily, that's a burn.
Damn, Bravo, you own the soundstage that these reunions are filmed on. Like
maybe because they were all
like, lanterns from Pier 1 from the Summer House reunion.
Yes. Rent
candles in them or something.
Like rent out the Garrett. Like, you know what I mean? Because on all of the reunions
that would probably catch you a good rate.
Yeah. Well, all of the reunions on Vanderpump Rules, they are in Sir. Like they take Sir and they transform it into a set. Andy Cohen couldn't be bothered. He's like, y'all just come to me. Y'all are gonna be sitting 3 deep on these tiered stadium seats. I don't give a shit. Fuck off. Wes is in the audience eating a hot dog. Like he don't give a fuck. Okay. So let's talk a little bit let's suppose that this show does get a second season. Let's talk a little bit about what we hope to see. Well, let's talk about what we hope to see versus what we think we probably will see? What do we hope?
Okay. I hope Yvonne and Nick just drop off. Like, I'm sick of them even being
so rude. Emily said, please fuck off. Yvonne and Nick, I need you to go away. Please and thank you.
Well, here's the thing, because we need to whittle this cast down, okay? Because I'm having a
I agree.
caring about every single person because there's a million people on here and I'm not getting any details, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we know Amanda's just going to fuck.
Okay. Well, let's see. Who would you cut? So you'd say you'd cut Yvonne and Nick. Who else would you cut? I hate to say it, Gavin. Gavin probably needs to cut. I was about to get Gavin,
cut. But then I was like, well, I don't
know. He's not varsity material.
Yeah, agreed. He's B team. Yeah, would cut Gavin. Like I said, Amanda for sure.
Yeah, which Amanda did that to herself. She doesn't even need us to do that. What about Danielle and Owen?
Georgina.
No, I want to keep Georgina. I think she has potential, especially as she starts to move in dating. So your no to Georgina, I'm yes for Georgina.
We could lose Lexi and Andrea as regular castmates.
Fair. Friend of. They are friend of.
Every now and then and just, walk around in his man panties or whatever. But
yes.
Set a tablescape, whatever. But
as you and I both know, you have to be more than pretty. Okay, Emily,
yeah,
we know this firsthand. We have to be more than just pretty faces.
And Lexi just really added nothing, other than inserting herself into this drama of passing along in the game of telephone.
Emily, I don't think I could imagine what her face looks like in my brain right now.
I mean,
can you if you close your eyes, can you see what her face looks like?
There's blonde hair and
okay.
Eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Now I know what Andrea looks like, especially from the neck down.
Italian guy that I dated 1,000,000 years ago was named Andrea.
I remember this guy, and he was
an Italian god. Yeah,
he
brought an Italian English dictionary with us on our first date because he had not lived here for very long, and
so you immediately slept with him, right? You were just yeah, just through the dictionary, it's get on it, get over here. Is that because hot? It's hot.
Entirely possible, yeah.
This is what the podcast should have been right here. We're talking about this, fuck these in the city folks.
There's something about an Italian guy named Andrea that, yeah.
So we're 86ing Andrea and Lexi and Yvonne and Nick. For you, it's Georgina. I think Georgina. I think she had a poor freshman season. I think she can come back around.
And I could change my mind on her. Okay, I could be swayed back over because I did really like her at first.
Yeah,
it's this past couple of episodes. I was kind of all right, stop trying to make yourself relevant. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Okay.
Yes, please. So we're definitely covering Summer House though, because Summer House will come on in January. We got it because it's our same people.
Owen, I was with less of.
I was going to ask you about them.
I don't know. There's something. She is so weird, but there's something about her that I also find kind of compelling. And he's starting. Yeah, he's kind of. I don't. Maybe I just like an Irish accent, but
I do love it. Yes, and he has probably said a collective of 10 words, but I think there is something interesting about them. But we just didn't have enough time. I would think I would love to see what got cut from this season. Yeah. And I've said this before. You and I both have said this before. What didn't make it into the edit because everything was so rushed. It was so fast.
Yeah,
that we didn't really get to know anybody. So, okay, so. What do you think is gonna happen? Because now, if the season 2, remember, all these folks are fucking pregnant. Gemma will be 2 years old. Kyle and Amanda will be long divorced. We don't know anything. Georgina may or may not still be doing Botox. We don't know anything about her. But what do you think is absolutely going to happen? Season 2, go.
2?
Yeah.
I think Whitney and Kenny break up, and it's
fingers crossed. I want it. I want it so bad because I'll keep Kenny. Whitney, you can go. You go hang out with the chickens. Kenny, you stay.
Yeah, I think they're going to break up. I think Georgina, I think we're going to see her on season 2. I think they're going to show her being real weird and goofy on a couple of different dates with people. Because she's pretty, but she's real awkward. And I think we're going to see a lot of like complaining about babies. And
yeah, because her whole like last 4 minutes was just her and her children, which don't get me, remember, I have 2 children and a grandchild. I don't hate children. I love my children, but that's not what I signed up for In the City. I don't need you to like walk around with your daughter on the shoulders. Like I that's not what I want. Like I want to see you getting there. I want to see you dating the milkman or, having a conversation about a high value man, or like I want to get in the trenches with her. Like that's what I need. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I do think, here's my prediction.
Okay.
This might be hopes and dreams. Carl and Lindsay.
Oh, I would love that. I would be so here for that. Would for sure get me to tune in.
Yeah, like look at the empirical evidence though. So like throughout the Summer House season. Yes. And they were best friends before. Her and Danielle and Carl were like the 3 musketeers. I think they even called themselves that. Lame. But throughout the Summer House season, we saw them kind of like thaw and come around to it, right? And then we saw them through the Wes and Amanda scandal. We saw them do all of this merch and ad promo. And now she did his podcast. And now they have been seen places here and there with the group. And now they are both going back to season 11 of Summer House. I swear, if they do not get together, I'm burning this world down. That's what I need.
Here for this. I would love to see this.
I love it. Like I want it. I want it so bad.
I hope that Lindsay is able to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if she's as far along in her self-help, like work on herself journey as Carl is.
Yeah, you're right about that for sure. Because I think she would wind up hurting his feelings. Because he hurt her feelings so bad.
Right.
Maybe she can run a marathon with him. I mean, I wouldn't watch that show.
I don't see that happening. But
that might be some therapeutic for her.
Yeah.
Next week is the reunion. I don't have high hopes for this. Like, it's janky.
But it's part 1. It's a 2-parter. So.
You're joking. What? Get out. So we have 2 more weeks of In the City?
I know, right? They are just dragging this shit out. But I swear, I think that's what I saw.
I mean, I wouldn't be... That doesn't seem outrageous. What are they going to talk about? Because Danielle wearing a pink dress, Wes and Amanda... I wrote apologies like souls. Oh, Lindsay collects apologies like souls. That's...
Yeah.
I think it was that. But like, what else? I don't know. We'll see. Because you and I are also covering Real Housewives of OC. I watched ahead in the season 1.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, just you don't like to have something on. I can't be alone with my own thoughts. So I have to have something playing all the time in the background.
Yeah.
And so I turned it on. And Nolan came in and she said, "Is this a home movie?" I was like, "No, babe." She's like, "What is this?" And so I watched it.
Footage, though. I mean,
it really is.
As shit. Y'all,
I mean,
if you have not rewatched
go back.
Real Housewives of OC season 1. Like, if you haven't watched it in forever, I highly recommend it just for the entertainment value, to like the nostalgia of what we were dealing with in 2006.
It also
wise and fashion wise and everything. I mean, just like aesthetically, everything about it. It's like,
it also, some of it doesn't hold up because episode 2 is they are shooting bunnies.
It doesn't hold up.
Emily, they're shooting bunnies in their backyard because they're overrun with bunnies as pests. Like shooting to kill them with guns.
Yeah.
2026 could never. So y'all tune in. Thursdays we do the Real Housewives of Orange County season 20. We do that. Like we kind of do this, which we're nicer to them than we are about the In the City folks. And then we do a little bit of like the react to the season 1. And then Jeff and I are picking up House of Stassi. And, I'm not mad that we picked Real Housewives of Orange County, but I do want to say that Real Housewives of London is premiering, and we might have to do a Ladies of London corner where we like carve out a little bit, because did you watch season 1 of Housewives of London?
No,
I didn't either.
What's season 1?
No, I saw it today. I said it's season 2. I haven't watched it either, which if you can believe that Sunday Rose has not watched an episode or a season of Housewives. So we might have to watch it and just do a corner because I can't take it on right now. But House of Stassi's coming July 29th. Nolan and I are chipping away at the McBee dynasty, the Great American Cowboys. As always, vintage Vanderpump. And Emily joined us. When you listen to this, Emily joined us last week for our season 10 recap in which Summer House and Vanderpump overlaps. And let me tell y'all, she wasn't having it. She wasn't having it. She's like, who is this Jax character? Why the fuck is he? Why is Jax? Emily wasn't having it.
These are, wow. I mean, these are people that exist in the world, supposedly.
All right. So that means for the next 2 weeks, you're going to be doing double duty with In the City and Real Housewives of Orange County. Can you make it?
Oh my God. Twice a week with you?
I know. You're going to have to do it. In our defense, we can probably do that with Real Housewives of Orange County during the daytime. So
yeah, that's good. Because I'm a real early bird. So
yeah,
we have laid on these.
Oh no. I'm such a bad influence, which if I had a dollar. You guys find us on our social medias at Take a Pinot Pod, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And also shout out to our listeners who are commenting. We have this one listener who listens to us. I love her, but she stays on my throat about how mean I am about Katie on Vanderpump Rules. She says I'm too mean, which I love it. I was like, please keep listening. I love it.
The worst. I don't know that you can be too mean.
Well, don't tell listener Amanda that because she is like, girl, ease the fuck up. And so I just really enjoy her feedback. Yeah.
That's her username. That's her. She's like,
yeah.
Me.
But so go in and leave us comments, like us, review us, tell people what you liked about us. If you have any serious beef, send it all to jeff@pedopod.com. He loves an email. Don't send them to me. Definitely don't send them to Emily. She'll never fucking see them.
Hey, actually, go ahead. Send me.
Sure.
We're going to see.
Sure. Just eat up that Google storage all the way. But yeah, so McBee Dynasty is up now. Vintage Vanderpump tomorrow. Me and you are Real Housewives of Orange County on Thursday, and then Vintage Vanderpump on Friday. And the summer is winding down. That's another sad story for another day. But we will see you guys on the flip side.
All right.